Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. And done. And no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.
Unite Africa. Let's make our continent a better place. This is Queen City. We want peace in Africa. I see the children them are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. We want peace in Africa. I see the children them are crying. We want love in Africa. Fighting. We don't want no killing. All we want is peace. We don't want no war. We don't want no fighting. We don't want no killing. All we want is peace. Africa is a cuddle of life. Let we stop the fussing and strife. If we can come together, show love to one another, Africa will be alright. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, them are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, them are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. Love your brothers and sisters, cause that's the only way. Hey, Africans, we are one. Be you black or white, so let's unite, cause that's the only way. Hey, the more we unite, the more we get brighter. If we stop all the fight, shall we go to the light? All I see is wailing and clashing of tears. They dirty our minds with fears. We don't hate ourselves for many years, but Mama Africa still cares. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, them are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, them are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we all need. Africa has been a home for the brave, has been a home for civilization. But any negativity that comes lands in Africa. I'm pleading to the rulers of Africa, please be wise up and know what you are doing for your people. And remember, Allah watches over us all. Unite Africa. Let's make our continent a better place. This is Queen City. We want peace in Africa. I see the children, them are crying. We want love in Africa. And the love we...
And there must be no sacred cows.
So I encourage all Sierra Leoneans to join me
to fight corruption. This is just the beginning.
The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the ball. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that left us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach, indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the corrupt. No one to trust, my people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us. So I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the corrupt. We tired with their promises that left us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach, indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
And there must be no sacred cows.
So I encourage all Sierra Leoneans to join me to fight corruption. This is just the beginning. people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the ball. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that left us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not corrupt. No one to trust. My people no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. They lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not corrupt. We tired with the promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you.
I say that's why we voted you. Talk, sing for me by in the Liberia in tongue. You fool us. And then you write to us.
Wait. You want transform or waiting?
No, you know, say me like you can sabi all kind language. Try to listen the Liberian language. You fool us. You tell us as that's why we voted you. Huh? Waiting?
In fact, not to disappoint, I disappoint you.
That's not why we voted you. Alright, okay, if it's point, not a problem, but still we there. This now we are now for we all. So we move if we did together.
We fly, always.
Inside today, Italek for say battle for supremacy, survival of the fittest. Well, inside we had all man and her senior man and senior woman. All man they try to get the right channel to the right track. You understand what I mean? Eh? Well, between the two major group they all don't get inside the political race right now, we get a consortium of political parties in a COPP that make up of APC, NGC, and then you get UP and others, okay? And then you get the APPA, where you get the SLPP, you get the C4C, you get... But something the way they happen, where we need to understand. The party them where APPA, they say they with them, now then name them they back, COPP, they say they with them. So who side them they now? Who there they fool us? You see when they make we play that music, not just for the government. I say them people where then they fool us, but not to this make we the voted them. So you see, so we don't know who side them do. So who is fooling who is in this case? COPP or APPA. So, or look at this other way. Na fame or na money, they make them politician or them political party, they make all kind dali dala or how they call them dikidaka. Alright. So So that's not the big issue for today what they can ask, because we see this whole press conference, they left with the people and now middle for begin thing, either this or either this. This now one of the big issue them where they come up today inside the program. But guess what? Today we'll go down memory lane. What I mean memory lane? The corruption business. Corruption. You know say plenty, eh? And this government say they fight corruption, eh? You don't say we don't look at some African Express, we don't reveal, where today we go down memory lane and look what thing don't change. Now you will get for put and down now the comment section today inside the program. But get what? As you begin to really watch the program, please hit for the like button, share the program, and then you begin let you comment down for in the comment section. Okay? Why you they give with the likes? That's the give with more zeal, because today we plan for bring things then come. Some of you go don't see them, some of you not ever see it. Well, if you're new to this channel, please consider for subscribe. 90% of what we talk about get for those politics and the government of the day. 10% get for those any other business. You know how they can talk and permitting, eh? Any other business, 10%. Why 90% for the government? Because now they have power and them with the old to account. Recently, caretaker in the USA tell we say he want for create that side for letting all the governments to account. So I think say now all of them things there. So we dey look inside today inside this program. But my brother been just they scratch me back and tell me say, what do you tell me so?
Well, of course, me people, how we all they do. I hope say we all they do fine. Now this one big family house. Well, as we don't promise una say we bring una the things that we they happen now we are. Although some of them things you don't see them, but we they bring them in different form and try for analyze for make it get more understanding over that particular issue they will they bring to you. Well, of course, a video they go around where most of we don't see it now we are, where a big truck gets accident, and then when that happen, the youth then come and do some things them where we feel say happen, but when they come inside that talk, they ask na with the start with na the program today. Me where they talk to you na by Kabla from the north.
Me na SLPP, the freedom fighter.
Well, because of that, a two warrior them combine for bring information to we people them. I feel say we they do all way to we able for chat and bring things them all not supposed for know. Straight to the topic we I bring to na famulem. We see one big truck we get accident. The most important here na inside we had it happen. It can be any part of we had because we concerned of things them when it happen inside we had. We no one know the area it happen at free top planet. The most important thing as I say, it happened inside we had. Well, that particular situation, they told me is very, very unfortunate because motorcar na motorcar, you can get mechanical failure. We all know, we all drive motorcar. If that one they happen, I feel say we all for no say. I'm not too sure if driver day where they see motorman tinap. We fully say this, make I go put her down. I'm not too sure of that. This man gets accident. We see Usaya, somebody lost in life there, of course. May he so rest in perfect peace. But the youth then come on the rampage and put fire on that particular motor car. I'm not able to play that video for you now because of the graphic. What next happen? Load them inside that motor car, Pamai and other things there. We see inside the youth then go. They try for go take the Pamai where they're inside the motor car. And the owner of the Pamai, even they struggle, they run after them, say no. Will not do this to me. Well, for me, it be really sorry for the life we go. It be really sorry again for the person where gets in load, where the youths they don't put fire by the motor car and then come and tip the my broad daylight. Well, now we are to feel say that one is not good because as I said earlier, an officer that driver go they will go look meeting up. He said, "No, make I go jam." Bible ready this motor car for making loss in life. I'm not sure driver will do that one day. So the side where we see the youth man, them really they thief that man in load. Of course, they already don't put fire on the motor car. According to them, they say because of the life we go, now they busting and then they make let the person lost the car and lost waiting inside the motor car. It'd be really unfortunate for us to see something like that happen now. We are Santem. So we decide for bring them to Una, make we all get to understanding and discuss about the particular incident we decide for bring to Una. Yes, me brother.
Well, I think say you don't talk all thing done, because that in a real unfortunate something. We not expect say something like that in day for the happen inside we yard, yeah, at this present day of our Lord. So then kind of thing in the not really good, not really the call for, and at then kind of situation in the it go really nice, it go really fine. For they want them where they in charge, investigate that kind of issue then they video then they all over. Anyone where they in catch say a day part of that thing they lay a pay the price for that day. Because because accidents happen for make according to the video they explain say this driver lost IM control. End up for go meet this young man. Okay, it's very painful and nobody not happy for that. But that not a reason way for make you don't put fire, you thief the property then back in the goat and that in a per mind. Swear day. Some of you not believe swear, but some people believe swear. You go eat that per mind, you put an ibele, then swear. You know what it mean. Sometimes they if not waiting say then swear. The Sausa will go put them. Na problem. But the one waking painful part some swear na the one won't know, the one don't know all man. Na that na the painful part. So but this na real pain and bonatu na put by this person here. Like Bible don't say, it not go easy. It not easy. I not say not possible for the person just see. Possible not sabi one day. In fact, that is not possible, sir. The only thing we can happen, if you don't sabi this person, you will get issue. But you not sabi one day, you got no say power this, I will go do and this kind of thing. It's not easy. La not say not possible, but it's not easy. So I think say that's not situation we're not being called for and not being fine at all. Take and say this can happen to you. As long as you na more time want for develop, you will forget ambition. If you need drive right now, say for drive. If you ride bike, all of them things then they imagine now you face that kind of situation they waiting at the thing we go get for happen with you. How you go feel? You dey feel pain say you don't put somebody down where not supposed to happen. You dey feel pain back say also if you go sell where if you been get small thing they for do certain things them with regards that thing because it don't be done. Now you not get anything, you don't left nothing all day again. It really not nice, it really not tell well. Yeah? I think say now that's what we want for talk small bits on that except if my brother get other thing.
No, I think we just want to let the people now we house know how the thing they go. I know we fly, we move.
Okay, so as that they be, we been on the talk, but then solar lights and within the thief. Then thief them the last government and thief them this government, then they thief them continuously. Especially McKinney where we be always they talk about. And at one point in time we talk say even the police station, when a man a police station and McKinney, right in front of them, the moat, the solar they always to line they then thief them battery they all right in front of the police station. Well, plenty people be the calm and point figure say that's not lie, not possible. Okay, this one not to the police station, but let we see I like back na McKinney as then the thief the solar lights them right outside people them they try for benefits from them. We'll come back just now.
As today they say goodbye to the net, plenty people they move for Gona house and ready again for the net. Inside the net, some they come for do business and some just for work no more. But this scheming good if lights they all about, especially side them where people can do business and men skit them. Some time ago, they may bring solar lights for help make return fine for all man. But sometimes now, most of the solar light just be toy. All man, they grumble, especially people where they do business na net, but they cannot toy behind the solar light.
Because they still for election. You know, they got much time now the MP. They like to run the coverage by like people they have much. More whatever the small they selling, then big stand, they would have food grade. Then they get time I get 6 time now 8 o'clock, they all unpack, they all on go.
Where lights day can make business people where get fan a market can sit down on there for sell and make profit. Some panel business people here now they enjoy the lights again. And plenty they use the Chinese lights for sell business with customers.
If you do solar lights today on, I believe say the street is a good looking Then the thief food and King Jogu back then I will hand them a net. Then they done. But you don't see this solar lights here. All side dark. Then pass you buy then lights the way they buy 10,000. At times so buy that 10,000 and 2 days they take or 3 days. The way you take that the thing don't go up.
Yeah, na agriculture road. Now so it look like na net. They told you about this road past mark since the time where the solar light tap for work. This road na net. Just fever place outside if man and can hang for do the dabaru work.
Especially the woman they will come out when they come on a club, when they come out take class, when they can pass that this agriculture road is very challenging for them. So that don't they create a bad signal at the community, that don't they create a problem to the lives of people that keep pass here.
This is the situation where there are plenty people in market. And also, apart from what you hear, what people then say, other things that can happen. Sometimes they can kill human and they and other things that are sorry happen, especially like agriculture. So, as we carry on and still follow up the story, in a morning that
Alright, I think say now the thing that one day you don't hear now waiting to happen with regards this light business or this solar business na McKinney as people them the thief am. So they're not only the thief the solar panel them, then they as well thief cable and other things them where the cable in don't be one of the kind thing now way we not even understand waiting at the real cause to the kind thing and they allow you for go first.
Well, of course, I believe say we family members them now this house and outsiders them also we just join we don't follow the old videos them we don't present at this channel. They don't hear usai with the talk about them solar business are plenty one. Well, of course, not what today it begin as if you don't say earlier, if you don't begin from the APC time where they be there na power and it still they continue. But the unfortunate part of this solar business here, the people that will still say, now them forfeit the one day where they destroy the country this kind of way, now in front of them, their solar they begin loss. You just tell we fambul them now say one thing when we talk about men at the police station, we solar they lost the miss have been trying to bring you a reference of put local police station in front of the police station. The solar then they lost it. But my question at that time they always ask, we know say police they by duty, you get you they can day daytime, they get you they do night. How comes thief man they come thief in front of police station or the police station premises? Right? That one then it be me big question. Okay, if the solar then they lost in the street, we can say now because na street, nobody know they for secure them. But me big question here, we don't make a confused on this whole solar system problem now we had. How the solar they lost now the police compound in front of the police station? How? But again, you they do I think say you know they help for make this country go before. Because just imagine that one great solar lights, how many people and they enjoy that facility, the area where the other solar did the light. How you say they enjoy that particular facility there. And then you come around, you can't see from now with the same people they all say the government or they make. But in as much as the government or they make, if at least that half make whether they make we set the chance for make them places that the way that they make and put particular team for make they set the fine. Make we left their habitat for the good point waiting government they pull. Not only solar, they see transformer, they see so many things that now government they put in it for make the place look fine. Now me and you they grab back for go take them. So to me, not just an advice, whosoever way and day, not about life day, make it stop. And you the police officer will feel say that una for me the security of this nation. When they tear the loss in front of my police stations them, and they tear the loss now na compound, police compound them, then they are not waiting for talk. But I not feel say a civilian, they get a bold mind for go enter a police station compound for go tip solar lights day. That one day, I know they hype by nobody. Forgive me if I hurt you, you the police officer, but if something lost inside police, now policeman 95.
Bruh.
Not to nobody they go Tifa.
Bruh, some thief man ain't get mind though. But you know what make the thief man ain't go get mind? If the police them wait for the watch, the area them, then they sleep. How the thief man ain't not go get charged? Because then thief man and they say self they watch and they work fine one. Then go work go na police station, make as if they want go lay complaint. I don't go na police station one ten a net. Na upline. The center of the town of the country. That north Tonkolili part, the center. One village there. I don't go na police station. Policeman, nobody know they. Then wetin happen? The one then the inmates then where them put inside the one they would then just detain. Then they cause noise, so then knock. Nobody know they. Imagine I go inside the police station, waka, nobody know they. So imagine if you as the policeman wait for dinner station, they wait for let something happen, you don't go no always go sleep. You know don't employ the thief man for letting in take over your own duty. So this not the reason. So in as much as we they say it can be said sometimes they not to the police them. Not to in all case, sometimes they are the police, sometimes not to the police them. But waiting me know, if you wait for the guard, wait for take care of the night, you they sleep, or you left go to your girlfriend, or you go outside you want for go. What do you expect? That man instead they take the big thing in hand and do what he's supposed to do. So I think saying that the problem is with regards the light here. But now we stand in that with regards the light and then cable and all thing there. I see the Ministry of Energy today launch one task force. Well, with the police them and all for make sure say they're able for take care of this issue we get for do it. We get for do it and thief business there, thief light, thief this, thief all things. So they don't set up the task force. But what me they say again, whether they set up task force, they not set up task force, so it get for be the same thing. Because imagine this police always don't exist before this time, before they set up this task force. But still people and the thief. I think the simple thing now we the people them get for change with attitudes towards development. If governments they make your effort every day with the sing now, government know they try, then the governments they make some effort now. For put things them way go benefit me and you, then you, because of your selfish interest, because in plenty cases, I'm not going to say that because of party, because of your own selfish interest, you turn enemy of state. You begin for grab na net, do things them to government cable, government transformer, government everything. It is bad. Remember say, if then people are the thief, so now me and you, they give them chance for thief. Because if them for buy this sponge, you don't go pull this sponge, you as the citizen, yeah? This windshield. If they for buy them, this windshield, let's say, na $24 €24 or whatsoever, okay? Then if they don't buy them for so, then buy them for times the number, $50 or euro. Then can put them. You can't pull them. You don't give them more chance for letting thief. Because waiting the happen, the next day when they go back, hey, thing don't triangle, all sign out, thing don't go up. Instead of that €50 or $50, waiting the happen, then they can go to $25 and $75. You understand what I mean? La put on to Leons. Instead of 500,000 Leons, where they go buy this. Normally, then they sell this 250,000 Leons. Then because they want to go buy them, then double them, it go waiting 500,000 Leons, then bam, then put them. You grab, you go pull this. Not to the pockets and they pull the money. Now that tax where you talk about. Now then they pull the money. Now you don't go pull the transformer. First then you don't put 250,000 on top, 8 profit. Then you go pull them back. Now where then they go? Now 750,000 and you go pay for that one day. So 500,000 you go na them pocket, and then 250,000 and then they use for buy them. Who that give the cause? Now me and you give the cause for let them go back and thief. Because then people here, they not get hurt. They not the sorry for me and you. But if you self not the sorry for we self, then you do give them more scope for let them do waiting they want for do.
Well, I think now in that no more, if me and you listen to some of the advice where we they bring, that time we all the help we had for go before and with the help we had for make it look fine small. Because me and you know, other African countries them where me and you they go with the sea. But development not they come inside one day. It becomes small. Say it reach the peak where we all expect some. But if the government is started small, me and you they come back and destroy. I feel say we have to remain the way how it is so. And now me and you they make noise back. Now me and you will get party they come on all African countries. They can't say we say, hey, but me man, so you country there. So now me you get the shame. So do ya we the big. We were there by the habits there. Make we stop.
I see people them can talk say Ghana develop. How you call them? Rwanda, Kigali, them fine. Tanzania, them fine. No, if you buy Europe. Now because of the attitude of two sets of people, the leaders and the ordinary people, the citizens. When the leaders then they make some effort, the citizens them they battle. So if the leaders them now we add, they make 1% effort. Then you go back, you go put some bien. We know they go bien before. That 1961 development, so for don't get long time. Oh, for the try now for the patch more for go towards 1962. You did try and go back instead of 1961, they try and go now 1959. You understand what I mean? We just go bien. It's a shame for all time we talk say they call we country Athens of West Africa. They not say they don't call we country Athens of the world. Then say now be first time Athens of West Africa. We country na kerosene bottle. Now past glory now they live by. Nothing or they would make boast of say now we achieve from this term to this term. When a big thing where the other people and the call it from. But every day we they make minor things them we no necessary at all. If that be the case, let's see back with happen for water business here. We they come back just now.
Dengbe town is situated on the hillside close to Wilberforce Barracks overlooking the central part of Freetown. It is among the areas seriously challenged to access water. Some of the low-income residents say access to clean water for human consumption and use is a huge problem as majority, especially children, teenage boys and girls, have to trek way down to the main street to fetch water. These inhabitants say it is better during the rainy season because they rely on rainwater.
Guma be pass big pipe from Wilberforce by can down. So everybody over water, you go now Guma can connect them, they come directly in us. But this being now, then cut the pipe from Wilberforce by. If we say we they check for water business, 1,000 for 1.5 gallon. So before we they go walk or me picking they go school. We're gonna use them 2.5 gallons. So for the day, last say we they use them 4.5 gallons. So for the week, we they spend past 50,000 for water. So and that 50,000 then if Guma Valley can connect with, I know say we bill now will reach 50,000 for months.
So if you want better pump water, pass you go down street. You understand? And from down street to here, at least if you don't more time is to by the way come, you know go make the attempts for go make and fall. You understand? And bond water right now na 5,000 for bond limo. So they come up here and 5,000 they sell them. Whilst we down they sell and 3,000. So it's like we really want the government help on that side.
We take past 3 hours. Forget if we get 1 hour safe, then we get that. So we suffer now this way. Yeah, don't back again the road back, you know, fine for go for water. Forget back for counter past the kinds again.
So I can even be feeling for them small and we're not able to gym 2-3 over because like we the big one and they able to take 2 over or 3 over the camel. But then they go sit down for the rest of the day. Then able to get then the empty overs then they count up. So we really still for water up here.
The well the way they around the far, we no get pump water. The one the way they get pump water now upside. They go there around there so we no get pump water. We no get well water safe now with the bag.
The communications manager at Guma Valley Water Company, Ali Kaba, says Freetown has close to 2 million people and that during the rainy season, the Guma Dam supplies 21 million gallons of water to the city on a daily basis. This is around 1/3 of the 66 million gallons of water needed to adequately supply the whole city at the same time. But he admitted that Guma is aware of the non-existence of water supply network in the area at the moment. Is there any plan to connect the locality?
From time to time, we submit estimate for water supply improvements to communities. I don't think there are currently plans for that isolated spot of people living between Tengbe Town and Wilberforce presently. But I think it is something that management is looking at, and in the near future, I think work will be done so that the two could be connected either from the Wilberforce end, as the case may be, or the pressure being boosted from the Kingama Road Tengbe Town end.
Salifu Charuna Kamara, A11 News in Freetown.
Yeah, I'm Mohamed Gambi. This pump, this woman make up for it just for the community as a worker and as a cheerleader. So this woman, now they pay for this pump. I ain't got this pump, now they pay for this pump. And we get it for pay. Now me, they give the money Mohamed Gambi for go pay. And now they go pay the last month, I go pay self 1 million. Now me go pay. So for any pay where the woman ready for go pay, now me they give the money for go pay. So this water now, not they get now to how the woman they pay. And the woman are true in labor, not so nobody they get money, not true how they suffer for getting money, and so they pay for it for not get. Look the way how the pump they run. The people are not they get chance for get the water done and they send bills to the human for pay.
How long will they for this kind of struggle?
Well, this struggle done they up to 1 month now, going to 2 months before they get water. They send the bill, I don't say last month the human go pay the money, the 1 million. This back, I don't say not to 500,000. The human not get water.
Just want to send a message out there for tell people and say we strength for water now. Me what's up so we get a connection we gone from here to we host. But it's over 2 months now, water no they go there. First they can't pay for their water. So like I want just send this message to Guma Value, make them know say they for check on the list, let them know the people order for the give water. Because when they can show the water, let the water will they reach to all man.
Me na ene Takabuchi Lady Ward 428 up a mountain called Regent Road surrounding. Like all waiting in season 2. It don't happen for the past 4 or 5 months. It happen. Me say, but one okay, I can take and say something. Then just the exaggerated talk. But when me say I don't consider only 2 months and season 2, the pump now they open. The people the way they sell water, one go by 500, one go by 1,000. Then pump they open. Then me we say at the end of the day let them bill me. Then they bill me, but the pump now they open at all. This past 2 months, the pump one water not go play. And the last 2 months one not been there because of the university now. Wakam, I mean, it's 960 when I send them go pay 1 million. The other take back, other 250 don't come back. Still the same thing.
Well, of course, my people, now this they happen inside we are concerning water business. Well, inside this water business, Fambulem, this now we can talk with some people will not get this country at heart, and some people we always describe as atlas supporters of the political party now we had, they come and talk waiting their feel. This water business, we don't report, but I mean, my brother, this water business, we don't present a video now where the caretaker they come and talk boku bomb fake talk concerning this water business against the former regime. Now this caretaker don't take power. Most of the things them where this caretaker come and talk for make we trust them and give them this power, as he say na new direction and changes in not the fulfill none. This na one part of thing them. He come and talk plenty talk them about water business. Inside we had say the APC party nobody take care. People that they suffer for water and water na life. Indeed water na life. In don't take power from Bule. From the minister take condom, they're not sober. We get people and when they work under this government, they're not really sober minded and we just don't know if they're copiing from the top. Yeah? The truth is at, but when they talk out some money, they pay them because in the benefit from that side, but we don't care. What they sit down for talk, we talk with the benefit the people, not with the benefit you alone with your pockets. Of course, these Guma workers, them we not understand. We not understand how really things then they go. They sit down at the office and they people them. They give people them fake water rate bill where people that they pay, the people that don't get the service. Then they eat their money that day and the belly that they bigger than like roast goat. They're not sorry for the people them. So this water business inside we are, it really don't turn bone na truth. Without water, how una feel say we the able live? How una feel say with people that they able live? And also this water business, it cause problem them where some of you not even aware. This water business will make plenty of school people they don't get belly for nothing just because of this water business. If they find out say that students they come out, that school people they come out in school. Water no day, they get for a broken uniform. They get for use water for going to school. If mama or papa get for use water na house, what they do next is for go spend water. Then pick your kid in the street, stay sometimes midnight, do they clean for them. Either they let we go now for go or they let we go na school in the morning, or this go where they go spend water, man they go full and day, you go foolish. At the end of the day, you go get for nothing belly. But I think the government need to see all the faults here inside this water business where they for step in and solve them. But we get a government where it busy, they don't focus on things the way they're supposed to focus on. They focus on their own private things them and take plenty money, go do things the way they say, where they come out to man and power, it better them. Now some of them things here, we where they support the actless people here for the thing. But most of we know they think that here. Because of me na green, because of me na red, because of me na any other color, he'll accept that party they do bad with the common and social media and pamper them. So good things them where me and you, we conscious self no say, waiting with the talks on our life. You forget say them politicians I use them, they use me for their own selfish interest, their own family benefits. At the end of the day, me and you now they left this sufferness back. People who picking and they left this sufferness. Salon people they wanna make we rise up and wise up. We need for aware. If not, now the drain will go so. So I feel say the government gets a big role for play over this water business as the caretaker when a mother be don't come and talk against the APC but the same water business. But we see now not the worst ever but water business inside we are. I stop it for now.
Okay, if you watch now the screen, you find out say you see this thing with them build and water the middle day. This now the processing center na Guma, the main processing center. And this one now you see how small it be now. Now this one now they supply the 1 whole 3 ton urban water. Okay, let you know say we government them not the thing well for we. We get doctors, professors, we get people who call themselves engineers, but at the same time, they not get the common sense for able to get option to this kind of thing. They been build this thing now for small number of people, but yet still the whole population they able for manage this water. Let's tell you something. Not to the quantity, na the problem. Or not to the way how the water dey, na the dam, na the problem. Na the sickness where we get, where na this sickness of maintenance, na the biggest problem where we face right now. Because this water, if you look, most of the water where they come out from here, it not they reach to people. Look side the day, it left na the pipe or a waste na street. Because even when then they see, say then spaghetti pipe them, then they walk na street, then not they can make them, then they wait till the people away get them pipe, come out for make them. That man, sometimes don't manage making pipe, you not get money again. You they take a bill na the and look at this one. Because this woman, they saw it for the country, he say be good citizen. Number one, he want for rescue the people them na in community. He draw water na the community. Number two, he not want for get illegal connection. He say, okay, we don't do this, una bill we. Every month, then they seize advantage by them. Then try to exploit the woman. Then they show say, he no need for be honest to the country. How on earth, because na street pump, you dey send go 1 million, you dey send 600 and 900 and something per month, where sometimes they according to them, pump no dey open for 6 months, for 5 months, water no dey run na that pump dey, but every month, una dey send for them that kind nabara bill dey. So you see, the other one them where they cut water pump, water pipe na street, then bill they all, they come to people them like this. We sabi some compound them, like my own compound. One day, it don't pass like 15, 20 years. Water, not the run day, but every month, then they send water bill. Every month, because it be don't register. You know one thing where I say we people they no get sense, we leaders them, they're not even they go and watch the data system for update the system for see say water they go, say water no they go, so then go update them. As far as they're concerned, the percentage of where they go and talk so this amount of people and they get pipe-borne water, that is a fake lie, big lie. What to make us say so? Some of them people are where they still they go give water rate, like I talk about we own, yeah. Almost here they need to get water, but when it comes and statistics, when it comes and count, almost people and they get pipe bottom water, all of them people and they inside the number, which of course not lie. They know they get them. This not the kind of government. So if they know they keep record of almost people they get water, the pipe, they almost people and the water they reach and in place. They know they keep record of almost pipe down damage. If you ask the right now, inside last week, almost pipe damage in this particular area, they not sabi. If you say inside the one whole ear, almost pipe damage, they no sabi. Almost pipe then change, they no sabi. Okay, Macaulay Street, now we be able to say, go able for Batowi, na cottage for let we get water. If Macaulay Street, they cry this kind way, what thing will get for happen with cottage? You see how I tell you say, that 1961 go for the chase, now with the knack reverse, from 1961 to go 1959. You see what thing at the tell for talk? So the government not serious, the people as well not the help situation. So how the country go before? When you don't say the country not better, say astafula. Say so. Of we be much na grown. The kind riches where the country get, the kind way how the country God bless them. Hey, now we the people them not sober. Hey, now the government them they oh my God. Sometimes they back you not find for talk certain word because they tell on there. I no one say alaki. But the government, they're super not sober. You understand what I mean? So, who that go push the country go before now? When you talk no more, you say the government. But what about you? What do they do? Two sides to every coin. Because certain area then they, water not they go there. Where that person they fend water, then he see this pipe, it drip small, it cut them for label get water. Sometimes they, na some area then they, water they want go inside somebody in compound so because the one whole area no get water and sometimes that person they know the grill then go get inside. Waiting they happen. Then the fan we go cut the pipe na net. They all get the way they don't fix it. In some cases they don't fix and they damage and so you know they able fix them. Now so you left every time you make and say water they go na place again. All of this because the government back not they take up the responsibility. Then they always feel say some of them things they are so now favor than they do for we. That way leaders they are from the caretaker take down like 90% of the one the way they serve na top ministerials and then parastatals them don't live overseas. They know what it mean when they talk about utility facilities. What it mean when they talk about water and light. Then they talk about access points them for fire force and then how you call them ambulance and other things. They know what it mean. What it how they prioritize them thing and they na oversee country them. But in the case of we, na we country, na total different something. It totally different. It totally different. So you begin to wonder now, who side the people also been there? They be really they oversee or na mavasi them been there? Because the one themselves, we for feel say they don't go get exposure, we for can bring the thing, plus the professor, plus the doctor, plus the degrees them, plus the diploma. All of them things then they nothing they know they do. All they care about is them pocket, their family, and their girlfriends them. You understand what I mean, eh? So now you begin for ask me question now. Or let me ask you, how you think so for go before? Well, nobody no one for seeing company go before. All man waiting they think of now how instead for can able for thief people them. How instead for can for let himself can add pan the corrupt system inside the country. My brother.
Well, I think say now in that's all. The only thing we really need for live and support the little effort we suppose for support. Because when they say government, then people can forget say now we. But when you put them before, they take with a big full people them. Because if they really consider we say when they say government now we, then they really take care of certain things them where we self need to get and enjoy that particular facility there. As then they enjoy the country in money better one. Better one as I talk am. The small things then are where they need for do for make we self feel say we belong. No, that they seize all the opportunity then they and suffer we in the way where we're not supposed to suffer. But I think say any government will get focused. You need for do things them where they make we the people will vote you in feel say yes. You fit for be there and we are happy for vote you in again. So please, Papa government, you need you really need for put attention on certain things them where we serve for enjoy as citizens. I think like that.
All right, we move from that side then. Now we don't want to say then people here how will they do certain things then so then they find way for thief. This government, one of the things where they may come and talk about now, I say they want for fight corruption, they want for leak, they want for block the leakages them. What's in the open?
Ocean, Mediterranean Sea.
Mediterranean Sea. And in the open from leakages to Mediterranean Sea. You know it's not Mediterranean Sea. Eh? Most of them people can go cross for go oversea. Yeah. So from the leakages to Mediterranean Sea, and in the open. All right. So let me go back. We don't watch this, we don't get this thing. With sister, they try for cajole people and for hit the like button, and we other border them, they try for do the same thing. Please, hit the like button. We get 64 likes. Give me 100 likes right now, please. If you not like it, make sure say you like. We get plenty people where they watch the program right now. And don't forget for share. So in the meantime, let me go and listen to this particular conversation where we've been fine one. As African Express, the government and other one them, they try for talk about corruption. We'll come back just now.
So I encourage all Sierra Leoneans to join me to fight corruption. This is just the beginning.
We the tribe, as an organization, foresee, on the question of economic management of the resources, public finances, whether this government actually committed to corruption, and the pronouncement of the government, both in the manifesto before the kind of power and then performance over this period of 3 years, whether exactly the public pronouncements match the actual performance.
And would you say the current fight against corruption has minimized corruption in your administration, or do you think you also have thieves in administration?
I wouldn't call anybody I've appointed as thieves, but I would tell you for sure that now, if you have to steal, you must be very cautious. You know it is risky. You know if you are caught that the penalties can be quite rigid.
Where would I tell people that money comes from? The office of the First Lady is not part of a government institution. In Sierra Leone, I've been blessed that my husband actually got me my own office where I can wake up in the morning and go to work and come home so that we separate our home from office.
Where we publish, for example, the office of the First Lady saying that the office of the First Lady receives an illegal budgetary allocation of $3 million, the equivalent of $3 million in less than 3 years. The office of the First Lady come out, the First Lady come out and say, yes, he received the money, and he begin to justify. So basically, there has never been any of the publications running up to almost a year now by the African Express in which any of these officials deny the authenticity of the publications. What they have been trying to do is to rationalize, or justify their action.
I spend money, office they spend money. They're not missing a corruption. If I spend 10 billion, they're not missing a corruption. The most important thing is I follow the procedure for make sure say, my office, we get for us, if my office follow the procedure, forget the money. Where they spend the money, they account for them, and waiting a use of the office or anybody where they say they're accused of corruption, whether they use the money for the purpose for which they say. If all of them, they know because they say the office of the president use 10 billion for we, because of the money in himself is here for 10 billion, then at $1 million. But if you go elsewhere, you go see say, me, if I travel today, not to my responsibility for buy me ticket or for get me plane or for spend. I not get that money for travel that way. Me, the head of state of the Republic of Sierra Leone, the state they responsible for me travel and me stay where they go.
And the nationalization either for say this has been how the meter in the case of salaries they say to APC leper.
excuse me, we have all been corrupt in this country. Sometimes people talk about corruption as if they are not being corrupt. What we have to recognize and acknowledge as a country is that it is not a single person that has been corrupt. It became a culture, and that culture, fighting against a culture, is not an easy fight. The opposition, or those who talk about the wage bill, they were not able to pay that small number. But we have been able to pay ours consistently since we came. We are dealing with a nation, so it is not the numbers. Are we taking teachers for the sake of taking teachers? No. Are we taking in nurses for the sake of taking in nurses? No. Human capital development is our flagship program, remember? And for us to deliver on that, especially the education aspect, we need teachers. Good teachers, well motivated. So we've had to increase their allowances by 10%. We've had to increase their salaries by another 30%. Same for the nurses. This is not money wasted.
Okay, but they forgot that they promised a departure from the old ways of doing things.
Now, would you feel say go pay the bill? When you want to let the world know who you are, when you want to let the world know what your country stand for, when you want to let the world know, say yes, you young government and the country where you dey under, the president where you dey under, that president he believe in gender equality. You have to do something for make the world know. So yes, I use that money towards that, because all them people and the way they for come to this country, now somebody there for foot them bill. Anytime another first lady invites me for going in country, now in they buy me tickets. Now in they buy me PA in ticket, he buy me security then ticket, he buy me media people then ticket, now them can buy them ticket. So when then they come to me, the same thing applies. I buy them tickets. And when they come, now me they host them, now me call them in my country, I get for pay them hotel bill.
So when they say, for instance, the first lady in office spend whatever billions, the other question would be, whose side is spending? Now clothes you go buy, now house you go buy, now hotel you go buy. No, he spend them with picking them at this country, and he don't account for them.
Under normal circumstances, they should not even audit the office of the first lady. They only audit offices, public offices, right, and offices that belong to the government of Sierra Leone.
Constitutionally recognized offices.
Yes. And if there is any office that they gave government money that is not a recognized office of the government of Sierra Leone, instead of them auditing that office, they should simply ask the office to refund the money. So let us say Samuel has a company.
Right.
Do you want to say the Minister of Finance has the right to expend government money to your company when it is not part of the offices of the government of Sierra Leone? No. So the same applies with the office of the First Lady. So what the Auditor General and the Audit Service Sierra Leone should have done is just to ask the office to refund the money that was given. Instead of auditing you are wasting government resources to even go in further to audit office that should not be audited.
As long as you take money on behalf of the Sierra Leonean people, as long as you take public office and the attendant resources they give you, you're subjected to public scrutiny. So let nobody no come public for can intimidate anybody with regards to accountability. Accountability na fundamental of governance, na fundamental of democracy, na part and parcel. When you give me something on behalf of the Sierra Leonean people, I get right for can answer. Say, that's the way you give me. Na so I do.
The Audit Service is one of the most respected state institutions in Sierra Leone. And you have said that it's your responsibility to hold your government accountable as much as the law allows them to. Do you feel sorry for the Auditor General for what she seems to be going through, which some say is harassment, for doing a good job, auditing your system?
Do you also pity me? Or my wife when they talk about her?
The audit service, you mean? Talk about you and your wife?
No.
But I'm specific in terms of the audit.
You're talking about her now. You
Yeah.
seem to be concerned about her. But you know what has been said about my person, my wife, and all of these people sitting here?
Maybe you are politicians, she is not.
Public officer. She is a public. When you step into that space, there is no more fence. You are open. They say everything and anything about you. You think my intervention is going to stop? No. Should I call it the accusation you're making? It's the same thing my wife tells me. They are telling me I'm a thief, I'm not this, and she cries and that. I say, I've been called worse names than that. But nobody called me to come here. I chose to come here. If you can't stand the heat, don't go to the kitchen.
You get something where the money you. Now this week on to Sierra Leone. Well, and you and Justin they give you the chance for make you blow your mind. Now the program called We Are for Blow Your Mind. The truth you get for.
Well, of course, me people, I think say this, we not get plenty talk on this. The videos them don't educate you exactly what we supposed for talk. The videos them don't talk for themselves. the only short thing way I they say, we always tell you when you pay attention to them people where they talk, they understand what they're for talk because now then they come and talk. They couldn't say in the pond, out of the pond, and they disgrace themselves. The likes of the first lady, when I see I can say in office, not concern government self. And then he come back, like where we finance them, we the taxpayers with money, they fetch them people like go bloody fetch somebody. He come back and say the money they accuse us is spend, who that we feel say na if was spend. Any man come back and pamper and back come say they say a woman corrupt, not corrupt. The money they accuse say a woman take na close you go by na host. So then people there sometimes they feel say we stupid. But when you turn the clock back, now them stupid pass way because now they talk, they tie themselves. Anyway, as I say, the video they don't speak for themselves. I don't know if you want to get some people say.
Yes, myself no want talk, but I just want make small reference no more. You hear way caretaker bio say, also in the pool money for travel. Now the state of course now get for arrange for in tickets, now get for arrange for a lodging and a allowance, ain't that just being near one. Inside this week, inside 1 great week, it don't travel 3 countries inside 1 great week. It go Ghana, where it say for talk about Guinea business. It go Nigeria, where nobody know what it go do. Then it don't go US. It say it go Harvard for go waiting. Yeah, 3 countries inside 1 great week. So all of that cost today, also it come out. If you say me get money for handling kind of thing, then at the state of course, not to say. We dey talk waiting and talk. Okay, let me commode. Yeah? Inside where he been just come, he make like for saying na Mr. Good Boy. That first 1 month day, any side where you want go. What happen?
Hey man, not deprive me from your freedom. I dey smile.
No, I dey talk about me. No need for laugh. How by Chris?
You're good fake.
Okay, so inside that first 1 month day, he begin make like was saying na Mr. Goody Goody, as if na the chief innovator for corruption. Where na know for anti-corruption, na sabi all out for lock the leakages them as he been say. Inside that first 1 month, they guess what he be do. Any side way one go, it they publish almost people in the part of in delegation, waiting and they go do, and when then they return, almost people then. Hollande, for making the last government really look bad in the eyes of the people, say this government really transparent. Yeah, the last government, then they can go 100 people then. Then and the way they talk, now then the way they can go like something like 10, 15, 16. That's when they just begin. It just begin. So it make the thing small. So it make us say, we ready for making we will be very, very transparent and accountable to the people. Now I begin to do that day. Okay, go on. As we go to 2 months, 3 months. See, before then they say the first 100 days, yen. But the part just the fly. Huh?
The game number bala now.
I tell you. Now the guy begin the fly. He the fly 50 fatter. APPA, you been saying he publish for we every time where you go. No, the part busy, then they put the recording together. From when they put the recording together, till now they not put the recording in it. You come out there, and not test if they can tell you but spend no check. The part for the travel, and not for the accountable, not for the stock almost is spend. What? This guy be really get plan, eh? Imagine if they not been check am so small. Waiting for we don't do right now. The whole way for we don't put the country. Like, in fact, you know something? Even when for don't dig, and now enough for we don't only go to Mediterranean, if we dig the Mediterranean back. After we don't dig, I'm there for we still talk say APC na then this, APC na then that. As the last government na then this. You know say anything we good now that?
I can't take a bill.
Anything we bad now that?
Na APC.
Whether now it happen or not now that?
APC.
Hey, not talk though. Hey, this guy, they get game. See, then tell me say in the law, anybody way account they use public money if for be open to scrutiny. This man where you go too much for begin talk waiting and spend. If you not defense, the only way where they can come for defend. Now where you not day for let they hold you. But if they're able for only, they're not they talk nothing. Say they just they go grip you, go put you on side. Now we able for talk, now you talk. But we don't put you on side, talk back no. You go pull with secret again. So now then this government really accountable. Guess what? As all that they be, now we get people them inside the waiting this week crisis where they pass so. People then just find way, they make way for themselves for its money. Other than minister, normally when you work as minister, you not forget any other salary from government. Now corruption. Yeah, if you're not a teacher, you know for take 2 salary from the consolidated fund. Now they find way how then they make shortcuts. Let listen, waiting this be happen. Yeah, some of una be don't listen, but in case you miss some out, let we listen back. How then people also be they get 2 salary, and this thing where they know everyone for later. We come back just now.
So we're not paying people we're inside the same job, like I'm waiting in finance. The job I did not cover completely different from the job I did in the Ministry of Finance. I wear both hats and I still carry on my 2 responsibility. Very, very
But you get the double pay?
Yes, they pay me my regular salary as a minister, deputy minister of finance, and I get additional allowances. So risk allowance for my exposure.
So your allowance, for example, you get a NACOVAC. It pass the pay we get as deputy minister and Ministry of Finance.
I go say yes. Yeah, I go
so
say yes. So
what's the risk we involve you work, for example, when an office work for coordinate?
It's not office work.
What's the risk we involve now you work?
It's not only office work. Okay, it's a special dispensation where your work is an emergency. Okay, you're working relatively full time without stop.
So what's the risk we involve in that?
It's a risk of loss of life, of contacting COVID. And in the process, loss of life.
But not to you to do testing, for example, not to you to go.
Well, people, I can always tell you now, when you get a house, right, the leader don't beg. When I info tell in tenants them say, these are the rules of the house. We grab the money for sweep. We grab the money in for whip the parlor, make the tile, them look clean. If you see in the leader don't bend, you not able for put all the things in place, all the one the way they live in that house, they not the same thing. They just they do the house go just in dirty one, nobody they take care. What's it that they mean? You surprised? It shock you? These guys they don't copy from the person who appoints them. But it's not a corruption in the eyes of Ben Kelfala, not a corruption. When an old deputy minister, they tell you, say, they get in salary as a minister, and then they get money in a NACOVAC. We want them, we get a video we don't play now, it tell you, say, the money they get at NACOVAC, it even big past the money where they get as a minister.
Now just talk so dragis now.
Corruption, for God's sake. We're big and deep like this. Where the kind people there, they for call them, for go investigate them.
Excuse me. For go waiting.
The Let for investigate them.
Oh, you want let them go back and go look how they spend money during the Ebola?
Well, I tell you from the first statement, say this not a corruption in the eyes of Ben Kelfala.
No, not corruption. The only thing, if you insist say na corruption, then they will tell you say let them go back into the last government. In fact, they may try for do am. You know, remember where Paulo Conto been there na the attempt and where be there na court. They not be the tell you say he do money this, he do money that.
Well, it not gonna be surprised to me if you see they want to investigate the first lady because of money where he choke and care goes and get for care and go. He instruct and command Ben Kelfala when the commissioner for anti-corruption, right? Say they for go begin form Sianyama Kuruma. So now to me, brother, if I can insist now for say they need for investigate this deputy minister, of course they just get for bring back so you know what you from Ebola winner and next. Oh man, listen, cost me all kind cost, but you know better for this country.
What's it?
Make anybody cost me all kind cost. You uncle in government not better for this country.
You okay? You not look okay, see?
I'm perfectly okay. I just tell the truth. If you hate me for that,
I think what you go say. You know, sabi the slogan. APC not good for the country.
Now, 2022, where they can go into so we begin campaign for 2023. 30 days, this government they blame APC. Good 4 years. Now they can rob so now. Still, APC not agree for this government. Oh my government, your government not better.
No, but APC, they be the old way they be don't dig. It's not easy for them. Let me uncle settle. But interestingly, my uncle eats the ground one, you know. But it's like say the potol we meet where he hits the ground enable for one. No, in fact, not to the potol we meet. When he hits the ground, the power way counts and the ground where he hits the ground. You know, like where they can launch something where they come for them during the revo. Where they come for them, you know, say they left all, eh? So the speed where they count, where they hit the ground, the all way they make, they're able for run.
You know the other fake you know good car with fake other power. As if you don't bring the one example where they get account of the people that they travel with. The other fake in Fambula and this family house we can't take your couch. Now remember we can anybody they come office to office, so they go check for workers.
No, but right now
the only way they go in the time for go and pay for seeing the office where they generate the most big money for them get away for the country.
Not only that, anyone for see as well, the one them where they were not supposed for they.
Yeah, the APC them. The Kamara, the Bongura, others one name the way it feels say they're not supposed to be with this government.
No, but wait, talk and go, talk and come. No waste time on this. Me uncle really they work and they good for the country. We move if we
of course it work, but not for the good way. I support you.
Okay, low left landing.
Not catch it.
Right now.
Not scratch it.
SLPP don't join other political party. They will make up of the all political party association as it always they exist for battle them against the APC and the consortium of political parties. Well, who is who in this case? Low watch bar. Low starts with the all political party association as them be they try for talk about waiting then they pull themselves from and how the COPP and the APC they impersonate them. Yeah, low listen to this and listen very well. Relax because this is long small.
With the PDP, the People's Democratic Party PDP, which I am the national chairman of the party, and also I doubles to be the chairman for the All Political Parties Association, APPA. I read the People's Democratic Party PDP survey, press statement. This association from the impersonation made by the former Secretary General Alhaji Ben Kamara and Almami Bangura on a non-conventional member to sign a memorandum of understanding on the 13th September 2021 with the so-called Consortium of Progressive Political Parties, COPP, without the attention of the National Executive Committee of the PDP survey. The PDP survey party is seriously angry over the impersonation of a man by the name of Almami Bangura, who is not a member of our beloved party, going and signing documents claiming to be the head of the party. This man, Almami Bangoa, has never been a member of our party and is collaborating with the suspended National Secretary General Alhaji Ben Kamara. Article 9 N3 of the party 1991 Constitution, powers and function of the national officers of the party. The national chairman shall preside over meeting of National Executive Committee and shall be responsible for the general administration of the party. June 2021, the late leader Mr. Arnold Smith's death was reported by his family to the party executive. So go ahead. The executive also reported the death message to the Political Party Registration Commission, PPIC. Since there is no deputy leader, however, the leadership of the national chairman is effective with time to move the party into the next conference act anytime from now, as instructed by the Political Parties Registration Commission, PPIC. The leadership purported by Almami Bangoa is subjected to the following: 1. Anti-party activities. 2. Against the administrative operation of the PPIC. Conventionally, his name is not with the PDP and also with PPIC. And I repeat, conventionally, Almami Bangoa is not, the name is not with the PDP and the PPIC. 3. Security implication. 4. A plan to disrepute the National Executive Committee. 5. To undermine the general administration of the national chairman based on the party constitution. Finally, the party wishes to assure the general public that we are not part of that so-called Consortium, COPP. Our national chairman is the chairman for the All Political Parties Association, APPA, and we will continue to support him as a party. Thank you all. Long live PDP, long live Sierra Leone. Thank you very much. Now we will now move to the other affected political party, which is the APPA, to make their position known to the general public.
Our position as a party here is as follows. First statement is the 1st September 2021. It has come to the attention of the National Executive Body of the Democratic Party about the defiant behavior of Umfaji Kaba, purporting to be the acting national deputy chairman, and his misrepresentation of the Alliance Democratic Party in several political activities conducted by both local and international institutions. The interim national executive body hereby wishes to inform the general public, including both local and international institutions, that Umfaji Kaba was one of the handpicked of the former chairman and leader to serve in various national executive positions, which was one of the several issues in the complaints filed against the former chairman and leader, Mr. Mohamed Kamaraba Masaye, by certain national executive members of the party to the Political Party Registration Commission, PPIC, over the despotic and undemocratic manner by which he was running the affairs of the party. The complaint was looked into by the PPIC, which resulted to the ruling by the Commission in January 2021. On page 7 of the said ruling, the Commission declared, quote, that the purported appointment of Umfaji Kaba and Co, respectively, was a nullity ab initio and therefore void of no effect. And on page 11, paragraph 1 of the same ruling, it is stated, quote, that the Commission shall henceforth cease treating, dealing with, and or recognizing Umfaji Kaba and Co, respectively, of the party. And on page 11, paragraph 2, stated, quote again, that the said individuals mentioned in 1 above are precluded from holding themselves out and or acting in the aforementioned capacities of the party properly. The continuous disregard of the PPRC ruling by Ufaji Kaba in his representation of the party in several political activities conducted by both local and international institutions has put the party into disrepute and mockery which could no longer be tolerated. Recently, Ufaji Kaba attended a meeting and signed a memorandum of understanding on behalf of the Allied Democratic Party with the Consortium of progressive political parties without the consent of the party and in the purported capacity as the National Deputy Chairman. Ufaji Kaba also attended the Emergency Delegates Convention held by the All People's Congress APC party in Makeni as part of the political parties that were invited by the APC party. The Allied Democratic Party is hereby making it categorically clear that the ADP is not a member of the Consortium of Progressive Political Parties, COPP, and that the ADP is an active member of the All Political Parties Association, APPA. The general public, including both local and international institutions, should stop dealing with or recognize Ufaji Kaba in the purported capacity as National Deputy Chairman of the ADP. Henceforth, following an extraordinary congress held by the party on 21st August 2021, an interim national executive body has been formed to take the party to a national delegates convention in the foreseeable near future. A complaint has been filed against Ufaji Kaba by the party to the head of the Criminal Investigation Department, CID, calling for his interrogation and cautioning, pending further disciplinary action to be considered by the party. Thank you all for your understanding and cooperation.
So now I will now go to another affected political party, which is the C4C. I will now call upon the coordinator for the C4C to make their party position.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, my name is Sanyama. I'm the founding Secretary General of the Coalition for Change Party. Because we want our party to reflect broad-based national party, at our initial convention we agreed among ourselves and negotiated that the top layer of the party must not be very much representative of one of the streets where the party has its base. Hence, I magnanimously accepted to go and occupy another office or other offices while I build the party's capacity moving forward. And then during our convention, we had Mr. Tambasandi and some other people occupying the top level of the party's management, for which I've been giving support to them. But unfortunately, we found out that those people that we gave the assignment were not performing as required. And so we had to make sure we go before the law. I was nominated by the local and the diaspora team to ensure we go to the High Court, where we have, at present, our case is pending before the High Court. And when once we were there, the court issued an injunction, and on the face of the affidavit, the listed persons, including Tambasandi, the Secretary General, and others, were injuncted from carrying out or undertaking any activity on behalf of the party. In that respect, we are expecting Tambasandi and co to be compliant with the rulings of the party out of the court. So whatever activity he is carrying out, we deem it as a violation of the court injunction. And in that respect, I'm here mandated by the rest of the party membership to give our position on what happened on the 21st of September at the New Prince Hotel. And these are what I'm here to put forward. Dissociation of the C4C party from the signing of the MOU of COPP signed by Tambasandi, the injuncted by the High Court of Sierra Leone. The C4C party is an independent, legally registered political party in Sierra Leone. Tamba Sandi and other members of the party have been injuncted by the High Court of Sierra Leone and from taking and carrying out any activity of the C4C party pending the determination of the matter before the court. Hence, Tamba R. Sandi signing the COPP MOU is not only considered a violation of the court orders, of the court injunction, and thereby bringing the party's image into dispute, but also deems his activities as illegal. In that respect, I, Sanyama, as the coordinating officer on behalf of the C4C, at this press conference declared Tamba Sandi's continued violation of the court orders of court injunction as illegal, and that further disciplinary action will be taken against him when the court shall have determined the matter before it. Sanyama on behalf of the C4C.
Thank you very much, Sanyama, coordinator for the C4C. Now, before going to questions, I would like to call one of the political parties that are here to support us. I think we will not leave here without asking one of them to make a statement on behalf of the other political party. So I would like to invite the Deputy Secretary General for the Sierra Leone People's Party to make a short statement.
Good afternoon all. I'm Sheku Lexon Nemao Kowa, Deputy National Secretary General of the Sierra Leone People's Party. I'm here in solidarity with our colleagues. We have 11 registered political members that are part of the APPA. So, being that we are here 11, that shows that the action by others who do not want to conform themselves to, to the rule of this country, to the rules and regulations of political party regulators, is saddening. So it is, we hold the view, SLPP, to be law-abiding. So for the being that some people are not trading illegally to challenge the ruling of the court, particularly what our colleague just said. If there is an injunction, there is a court injunction on you, and you are violating that, meaning you violated, the court has every reason to arrest you for doing, for defying what you have been told not to do. But that's another matter, But I'm sure the court the court is not aware of those actions. So we hold the view SLPP to be a party to APPA, and because we are a party to APPA, my being here is in solidarity with our colleagues. So therefore, we stand by you and we are with you. We are part of APPA, so you are being the chairman and you are our recognized chairman, and all those APPA members who are absolutely working with you, we are in support of that. If since APC and others have taken the highway in defiance of an organization, APPA, they are partito, they are part of, but they have still formed another organization called Consortium, and they have not renounced their membership to APPA. It is a bit confusing. I think if APC form a consortium in defiance of APPA, they should renounce their membership to APPA, to say no, we don't member again to APPA, but they're not go there and they are, But it is left with the bookmakers to judge what they are doing. This is a mere way to bring those reputable institutions into this. So therefore, we being a law-abiding and a respecter of rules and regulations, we are with your leadership and APPA. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
In particular, when APPA is recognized by PPRC, in particular, when your leadership is recognized by PPRC. So hence our our support for your leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deputy Secretary General for the Sierra Leone People's Party.
Alright, I think saying and they basically waiting them they try for talk them they try for talk say some members them na them party or some people them we not ever belongs na them party they impersonate them, some people them we not supposed for take some role them they take another role and then they don't go be part of COPP we na the consortium of political party well basically na that and then SLPP they support the APPA we na the all political party association we make up of them people there of them party there also. You know, say then support them and waiting the SLPP man end up with now the fact that this particular group when at the APPA PPRC when at the Political Party Registration Commission recognize and then they not recognize COPP. Members say COPP don't the write letter to PPRC they not recognize all of this thing. So if SLPP don't speak, it means say all the other institution them, the electioneering institution them, where they under the government, now don't speak because of course, now SLPP, waiting this they come out and talk, now in the government they in support of, and waiting the government they in support of, now in the institution they all they in support of. So you know what then they mean. Yeah, and then some of them they talk about court case. Of course, as long as it get for do with COPP and APPA, when this carry down and then a court, of course, it get for be say the court get for support most of the actions them. So that is obvious. Okay, as this then they go on, the COPP themselves have been do a press conference first before this one, where themselves talk say they're not a part of this because from what the SLPP and the other hand say. Then say them party they are not withdraw the membership from APPA. So as far as they're concerned, then still a member of APPA. So let me listen. Waiting COPP, you know the NGC and other one them we get for say. But before we go to that day, I want to tell you say inside we country right now. For me, in my opinion, I think we get 3 political parties. We get NGC, APC, and SLPP. Why I say so? If you look at the 2 groups them, you look at COPP, you look at APPA. All the other small political parties them get divided group where they APPA you get this bag will come and say me na APC me na C4C me na PDP me na this UDM then self the APPA you get the one with the COPP. So you know say they not get clear mind, they not get clear vision of what they want. Whereas if you see the APC, the SLPP and the NGC, then they one side. NGC, APC, they COPP. SLPP they APPA. So you see waiting at the try for say all the other one them not even know how to handle the house them. Alright. So if that be the case, yeah, most of them, if you watch them from the phases them, you did not say most of the other parties them na Dregman and Dede. Apart from APC, NJC and SLPP, all the other them na pure Dregman and Dede because they all want for gets the union at the end of the day. They no say none of them no go ever go be councillor, no go ever before we talk about go be a member of parliament. Yeah. So don't forget about that the big position. So they're all waiting at them focus now for able for link one side where then they get recognition and then waiting happen at the end of the day then get money. If you look IUFP then they tell where APC then a power. The IUFP some of them party they all support APC because now APC be in a power. Now APC not in a power. They all done battle. SLPP because SLPP na them na power. So you see most of them they are there so na Dregman them they look for just outside and go able for make money at the end of the day for themselves. So if that be the case, let's go now to COPP and get the union done. Me brother, if not, we go.
We fly.
Consortium of progressive political party we make up 13 out of the 17 registered political party them na Salon. Don't condemn the way and manner how all political party association they represent them because according to them they're not a member of APPA anymore.
You get this association of political parties in APPA. You don't do from then 1990. Now you don't do. But over the years, things then don't they happen the way then they carry on. So about 13 political parties then don't come out inside it. But we find out say APPA continue for the go round and they say then they talk for all them political parties. And we want to make them clear. Say this APPA within the area so then they talk for all them political parties there. Then they talk for themselves. I think about 3 or 4 about 4 or so parties they no more left inside it. So we consider it dangerous for letting they go around the good talk, say then they talk for all political parties. We about 13 parties then they aside. We get we own way we look at things. We don't send resignation letter or copy and say resignation letter from APPA. We don't send all to PPRC. So PPRC they know about that.
Kramo Kaba na the Secretary General APPA, but he be officially talk say ain't no to Secretary General no more for the all political party association, and he carry on to explain the reason.
I'm not a member anymore. I'm not a Secretary General anymore. Because my political party don't withdraw a membership from APPA, me don't resign as Secretary General from APPA. We go to that conference, we come out at the conference with about 11 or 12 political parties in APPA, but now 4 don't left. But now time in the reach, when we see the opportunities there for help for straightening up with democracy, we find out say the APPA will get influenced from outside for make we just the concur no more to the government. So it really doesn't not care anymore waiting with the team or waiting other political parties they will belong to the association, the team about certain controversial decisions the way government they make. In a for concur no more. And in that concur we know say one thing. He been get a leak audio where he be boastful that he can bill himself now out of that in praising
the consortium they carry on for encourage government for they consult them as political party, especially on issue them we get for deal with politics and the development of Salone. For AIV Curious, Mina Ali Alvin Kagbo the report na Frito.
Okay, wait. Before you go to this, let's tell you something. Something they want to miss. You find out, say, most of the one they way been they read now that APPA press conference, then they read just like caretaker bill. Not to just the then they chap bad.
How you go for your uncle so?
No, not to me uncle I go for. I say then they read like me uncle.
Well, you know bad again. For copy from the first gentleman, you know bad. If them feel say, now we need a copy from our they feel say, okay with them. Well, full, born full munku. So now we know how to it. Straight to the APPA talk where they go on and the COPP talk where they go on, because I don't hear you say Dennis Bright they try for talk. But the APPA say they don't day from 19 Jubilee, but they can see say the way how then they look at things and know they go down well with them. So then decide for form their young group again when a COPP, but like you talk something just not say now the present government they support APPA. So if anything happens, either court case or any other thing, then forget the young boys get for the up more than the other group because they are already supported by the present government. You understand? And then the other thing where they damn fool people or where they bother with now, you get some members them where they roll with this APPA, and you get the same members and they roll with COPP. So in this case, waiting they go on now. If a debate they go on, you one member they roll with the two group them, waiting you will talk. That's not the question. But I feel say the way how things they go on, this APPA they get forget a bigger voice than they call because the government of the day when an SLPP, they don't come behind APPA, they push them. I feel say for anything will happen when they say make we can't take decision or make we do any other thing, the own voice get for the up.
I think a mistake was the 3 political party. I see one of the best political party again, na UP, Unity Party. A mistake, so not to 3. Yeah, they're not the mixed matters. The mammy of himself in a mixed matter. I see black, now so they call black.
Oh yeah, you get some people that we care about their credibility, but you get other people like we talk na direct man them. Who's not what to them feel say small to the Canada pocket, the lingo lingy loss. Lingy loss. Now go them go so. Anyway, we really lost somebody. Where if they talk, most of it talk, there will be the season a comedy talk, but most of the thing that when he talk today,
Salon Trump.
Salon Trump. Most of the thing them today will say it happen. May so rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
But really,
Amen.
Wait till talk, boku they will see right now.
Anyway, today then greedy we bad the likes button. Please, una they watch the program but una not like the program. We get 95 against 202 way they watch right now. Please hit the like button for we. Just give me 150 likes. We go appreciate that, yeah. So please, if you watch the program and you not touch the like button yet, yeah, hit the like button for we and show we say you appreciate them for let we come back tomorrow inside the program. Blow your mind.
The truth you get for saying.
And no matter what, the truth you get for say.
So I want to talk this next now. But we say, no line for you.
And then on the second of which month? Next month, October. Now October then call 2nd of October, we get well, and I'm uncle, so what do you expect? Anybody will link to the Nade as soon as get for B. The 2nd of October, we expect a very we expect a guest here, a very big one where they make a debut. They appear for the first time in a live show. Yeah, on the 2nd of October, we could be on a Saturday. Yeah, so that day you yourself will get chance for make live call and talk to her one-to-one. Live call. You call and talk to her live call. You just ask a question and we will make sure say we arrange the time so good that you go able for get plenty people that we go talk. What do they expect?
The king, the toughest, the iron rod, the rug of weird social media. You don't know hard feelings. You give praise to who deserve it. King Adebayo go there with we live now we had, as my brother will tell you, on the 2nd. And then you get away for call and ask him whatever question where you want to ask him. And except not really shall we say it day in place for answer any question will come up that day. You ready?
Please, una continue for it to like button. On the issue of this personality, we get people that we get different feelings. You get the one them we like, we love them. You get the one them we like. There you get the one that we don't like them at all. And you get some them where they criticize, they talk about them bad, but they listen to them. You get some we not just like sometimes the cost way they cost. You get some way they down with the cost way cost. Like I see one video say, me I like one fufu guy say, me I like Adebayo and say to me like for the cost way the cost there. Yeah. So you get other people and we get their own different game. Of course, you see black and there two sides to everything. Black are like Adebayo, black are the blast for Adebayo. So we expect them yeah, so the 2nd of October, yeah, live. Now we two platform them, YouTube and Facebook, for let it can talk about different things them from the APC, the government, and plenty of other things them will happen inside the country. So if you get a question, begin think now. What you want to ask Adebayo? Begin write and down now, and then you because that day I think you get short time for just come and ask you question and give chance to other people them. Okay, so think now of the best question where you want to ask to them, and then you write and down on a paper for meet up where you go call. Yeah, and let prepare your mind when the line they open. Of course, not all man go able get a chance for call. You go try, but you know go survive. But that no mean say we will get for pick everybody in call, very important. So now that make we go limit the call to 1 minute, no more per person, for let the thing will go fast. Yeah. So until we meet again inside another beautiful edition of a program, Blow Your Mind, we go be tomorrow. Okay, 3 p.m. Please hit for the like button continuously. If you know that hit follow, we get more people and for like and discover the program. Until we meet again, my name is SLPP, the Freedom Fighter.
Well, of course, me people them now, so we end today's program, but we can go, sir. So until then, we can just pop no squeak. I just want to remind you that say audios they don't begin come up from supporters of the SLPP. They get a blacker as me what I call them. They make I remember the convention or the conference where blacker gonna make anyway. He call it doxy na in the present caretaker. Well, they say they get for beat and back. Let's up na my no more now. I don't want to grab and tell you that some of you go don't listen, but we will bring you more G's inside a particular one day. Until we meet again tomorrow, na your program where you they call and talk to we say who said they learn from you, where we all sit down and call, blow your mind for free the heavy things them where we get concerning the bad and the ugly way they happen. Now we had. I go like for say tata, and I'll always stay blessed until we meet again tomorrow. 3 p.m. salon time. I love you all. Love, stay blessed.
One more time before I go, sorry. Plenty thank you to the one that already don't like, don't share, don't comment. And you yourself we watch the program, but you not do anything. We tell you plenty thank you. We glad they want always they join we for lay we program they go on. Because if not una, we're not go able for Sudan. Because una they patronize with we, because una the camera they make we they try we best for make sure say we give una the best. Okay? So until we meet again. One more time, God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we can call we are, and God bless we all. Yes, subscribe. You always the watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All what you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It not get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you the support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don't help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.